What up? What up? What up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? And welcome to Questionable Sports. My name is Jesse. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. It is Wine Wednesday. I ain't got no wine, so I'm not drinking no wine. I should be drinking something, but I'm not. I got Gatorade, Powerade, something. I'm drinking something here. But hope you're having a great day. You know how we do this. Let's get this party started. Scotty will be joining us shortly. I'll say shortly, but I don't know what time he's getting on, to be honest with you. But let's see what our topics are for today. All right, I already welcome y'all. So that's the first thing I did. So hello again. On the top up there, you'll see we have social media accounts that I have. I have Twitter at Questionable Sports 8. YouTube, if you're already on YouTube, it's Questionable Sports. Twitch, I play a lot of video games. So if y'all want to come watch me play video game, that's Narga0623. Come out here, come join me and on Twitch. I'll be glad to interact with you, talk sports, talk whatever you like. Most of the time I'm playing Overwatch and whatever I whatever I feel like playing. So we got sports talk, some sports news, see what's going on in the sports world, what to watch. Scotty's got a topic he's going to talk about. We're going to talk the college playoff. Starts this Friday. We got the question of the day, important dates, and of course, this is my show, so I have the last word. So let's get started with sports talk, sports news. What we got going on in sports? First things first, let's give it a shout out to Fernando Mendoza for winning the Heisman for Indiana. His first one in Indiana's history. He's the quarterback. Played really, really well. If you watched the Indiana Ohio State game, you would have noticed. I mean, that he played hella good. One thing that the beginning of the game too. I don't know if I talked about that game that much this last time we were on the show. Um, is he took a big hit the first play of the game, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This can't be, you know, how the game's gonna be because he's gonna be knocked out because he got hurt very first play of the game, and I was like, knock him out the first game. And it wasn't a bad hit. It wasn't a dirty hit by any means. It was just as soon as he threw the ball, he got hit. So I didn't think it was a dirty hit by any means. I don't think anybody thought it was a dirty hit. He even said he didn't think it was a dirty hit. So, but I just thought that's it. Damn, that's the game because I thought that he was going to be done for the game. But he was only out for one play, came back. A lot of people were saying that Sayan might have won the Heisman. I just didn't see it that way. I didn't think he had a great season. I think he had a good season. Don't get me wrong, but I think what really helps him out is his receivers, who just they throw a lot of out routes, stop routes, little short passes, and his receivers break tackles and run down the sideline. That's how he gets his yards. But I still think he's a good quarterback. He's young too, so he's only going to get better. Um, Other news, this is kind of just came out earlier today. The Dolphins are benching Tua, and Ewers is going to start. I believe they play on Sunday. I'm not sure when they play, either Saturday or Sunday. Um, Quentin Ewers, Texas quarterback, is going to be playing. Be his first start in the NFL. So, you know what? I'm gonna look up who the Dolphins are playing. Let's find out together who the Dolphins are playing this weekend, and let's. I ain't gonna say they're gonna be any better. I'm not sure how Ewers is gonna play, but the thing about Ewers is he'll show up. They're playing the Bengals, so Bengals are not a great defense. So he might have a good game. But that's the thing, though. He'll have a good game, and then he won't do nothing for the rest, like he did in Texas. First game one, boom, he was like, man, Ewers looks good. Two, he looks good. Got to week 3 and 4, 5, 6, you just didn't hear from him anymore. You're like, okay, what's going on? Hold on, I got the wrong chat up. Give me a second. There we go. There we go. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Thank you for joining the show. I am doing great. I am doing great. It's Wednesday. One more week into Christmas Eve, so it's right. Christmas is right around the corner. tomorrow will be 1 week till Christmas. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So yeah, they're playing the Bengals. So like I said, Bengals defense are not that great. So he might have a good game. They have to start a running game though. Their running game was not good this past week. I was watching the game on TV. So, um, but yeah, so that's the big kind of the big news going on in the NFL right now. Other things, Cowboys. Ah man, Cowboys should have never lost to the Vikings. I'm not giving to the defense for the Vikings. They came ready to play. Cowboys offense, Cowboys always still play good, but the defense, it's just I want to give I've said this before. The defensive coordinator, I want to give him a chance. I wanted hey man, I know at the beginning of the season you didn't have all your players. What's his name? Overshown was hurt. Diggs has been hurt. I don't know what's going on with Diggs either. I'm listening to the radio trying to figure out what they're talking about. They don't know why Diggs hasn't been playing. He got hurt at home, apparently. We talked about this a few weeks back. Concussion. But I'm not sure when he's gonna come. Oh shit, this quarterback just got laid out. I got the South Florida Old Dominion game on. He hit his head. So he took his legs out, he hit his head, and he knocked himself out. Oh man. I think I just heard Scotty just joined.
What's up?
What's going on, Scotty? Thank you for joining today, sir.
Yes.
I got the Old Dominion South Florida game on right now. It's 17-10, and y'all can see it on the ticker right above me. We got hockey, basketball, college football going on right now. I'm talking about I'm talking about the Cowboys. I just started just rambling about how the Cowboys sucked ass past Sunday, especially the defense. Defense
is horrible.
And I don't want to blame the coordinator, but you got to start somewhere. And I know normally it starts from the top. You got to start from your head coach. But I didn't know this, and maybe I didn't. I just forgot. But I didn't know that Schottenheimer didn't hire him. Jerry Jones hired him first before he hired Schottenheimer. So he already hired the defensive coordinator. So normally the head coaches hire their coaches. So I didn't know that. So that was news to me. So I found that out. Actually, I want to say on Monday, I want to say that Scott, my mom said, "How are you doing?"
I'm good.
So, but there is still a 1% chance. They say 1%. So I say you're still saying there's a chance. Cowboys got to win out, which their games they can win out. We said that if they would have won, I think they said if they would have won this past week, it would have been like a 40-something% chance if they would have beat the Vikings. And each week they won, it would have got higher and higher, of course. You just need a lot of teams to lose. A lot. You need a lot of help. You need the Eagles. Either you need the Eagles to lose the rest of their games and the Cowboys win the rest of their games, or you need Packers, you need Detroit. There's like 6 different teams that got to lose for you to be in the playoffs. So, not looking good. Not looking good for the Cowboys. But we're going to go into this offseason. We'll talk about that here probably probably when we come back next year. Of what's going on, Anthony Charles. Thank you for tuning in. Anthony said Cowboys Super Bowl, this is our year. This year? I don't know. I don't know if it's this year. Hey, you know what? If they could go to the playoffs, I might say. I know there's gonna be a lot of teams who do not want to see the Cowboys offense in the playoffs. But I already gave Mendoza his credit for winning the Heisman, and I talked about the Dolphins benching Tua for Ewers to start this week against the Bengals. So that's why I said he might have a good game against the Bengals, and everybody's gonna think, oh, he should have been a starter a long time ago.
Bengals defense is horrible.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Next thing to talk about, NBA is planning a new team, and there's 2 locations they're looking at: the Las Vegas and Seattle. It'd be crazy if they go back to Seattle. And
they already did Seattle.
Yeah, they had Supersonics, but they're back in the talks again. So It'd be crazy if
Yeah.
Seattle is in the talks again. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Vegas is the other one they're talking about. So it's out of those two teams or those two locations. I don't know. I sit there and say, I didn't think that a baseball team will make it or a football team will make it, but the Raiders have proven me wrong. They're actually doing a pretty good job there, but they get more visitors just from because when the Cowboys went there, it was just you just saw a bunch of Cowboy fans. So I haven't really watched none of the Raiders games, but I think they're getting a lot of visitors there than their own fan base, and that doesn't help that their team sucks. So, um, what would you rather have them go, Scott? Seattle or Las Vegas?
Uh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe Seattle.
They go back to now if they
'Cause
go to Seattle, yeah. If they go to
I don't really,
Seattle, huh?
I don't really like Las Vegas teams,
Yeah.
especially the Golden Knights.
Oh hell, I can't stand them some bitches. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad last year or the last year, or the year before, when the Stars knocked them out of the playoffs. I think it was last year, wasn't it? Like round one, they knocked them out. Um,
I think. Yeah, I think so.
my question now is if they go to Seattle, are they going to go be the Supersonics? Are they going to go to a different name? I think they'll go a different name, but I would like the Supersonics to come back.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Next sports news. Running back Notre Dame's running back Jeremiah Love is entering the draft. I know me and Scott are gonna get our draft board to get not. We're not gonna do the whole 7 round thing. We're just probably gonna do our 32 teams. And
You think he goes one of the top picks?
I think he'll be a top pick. I
I
don't know.
could see him going to Tennessee. Needs a running back.
Oh yeah. Well, don't they have? What does Tennessee have? They have somebody. It was an old cowboy. Um, old
Maybe
cowboy
the
running
Jets.
back. But yeah, they need help anywhere. They need offensive linemen. Pollard, yeah, they have Pollard. There you go. Thank you, Anthony. Tony Pollard's there. But
Yeah.
he ain't done much. But they need an offensive line. I mean, to me, and I said this before, if you're gonna on offense, if you're gonna start somewhere, you got to start offensive line. If you have the best offensive line in the game, or damn near close, you ain't gotta have the best. But if you get offensive line, they can protect your quarterback or open up holes for your running back. Any running back in the league would be good. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
they got that's where they need to start. They need to worry about that offensive line and not worry about trying to get a top 10 running back. You can get a running back later in the draft. There's tons of running backs in the college football. I mean, we've seen it plenty of times. There'd be a running back who hasn't
Yeah.
who wasn't drafted or not, I ain't gonna say drafted, but got drafted later rounds to play good. So it all starts on the
Oh
front.
yeah.
And we've seen it with the Eagles this year. They can't get a running game. Their offense has been terrible because their offensive line hasn't been the same since old boy retired last year and they've been getting hurt. So um there's a couple of more draft players enter the draft, but that's one of the biggest one.
Yeah.
Now, so we're talking about the draft real quick, Scott. What do you think? Do you think Mendoza's going to enter the draft or come back another year? And what do y'all think out there? Y'all let me know. Y'all give us y'all's opinion. What do you think he should?
I
Mendoza?
think it. I think it would be best for him to enter the draft this year instead of waiting because he could have a bad year and
Or get hurt?
or get hurt. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm all for him to enter the draft. I mean, I think winning the Heisman, you have to come out right then and then because I'm not going to say he has to because they're but I think he's only going to hurt his stock more. I think right now he's probably the best quarterback coming out in the draft.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, take that. Be the first number one. He may not be the number one pick overall, but be the the first quarterback to come out.
Mhm.
And like I said, me and Scott will get our top 5 quarterback, running backs, receivers. We'll do that later next or sometime next year. We'll talk about what Cowboys. I'll say what I think the Cowboys could get. Scott will let you know who he thinks the Giants should get. Maybe we'll throw out a few other teams out there. Y'all can tell us who y'all want us to think the like. I think the Eagles should take a kicker first round.
Giants need a kicker.
No, Eagles. I said the Eagles. The Eagles. Um. So speaking of the Giants, real quick, how's their head coaching search going?
Uh, not really doing much of anything right now.
So you think they're going to just wait till the end of the year to start
I
interviewing?
think I would be surprised if the GM is not fired at the end of the season.
You think he will be?
I'll be surprised if he's not.
Uh, I'm just. I mean, my thing is, what are they wait? What do you think they're waiting on? Are they
I
just wait?
don't know why they're waiting.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna do it, if you know you're gonna do it, just kind of let's get the ball in the roll, so you can
Yeah,
start getting ready for the next season because it you have to. The more time you spend, I think, on the draft and figuring out what direction you want to focus the team on going, the sooner the better. Because if you're sitting there prolonging this GM, and then he's going to end up hiring a coach that nobody wants because he's going to be like, let me try to get a coach in here real quick. That's my buddy. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Last but not least, the last thing we got for sports news, um, Archie Manning is staying or is coming back to Texas next year. Staying for, I believe it's his final year. I believe he's going to be a senior this year coming up. Hey, my cat
Uh,
over here on the green screen back here. I saw
yeah.
what's that back there moving? My cat. I think it's a good thing. He started looking better towards the end of the year. Um, a lot better. So the team is progressing. The offensive line just got to get better, and they got to find a running game. I believe one of the running backs left in the port is already going to be in the transfer portal. You know what I was? Okay, no. Let me hear your thought first, Scott. What do you think of Archie staying for his coming back another year?
I don't see why he wouldn't.
Yeah, he didn't have a great year.
No, I don't think he would get drafted if he went this year.
I think
He
somebody
might be
would. I think
he
somebody would
might be
draft him, but it'll be a late
someone might
round.
pick him up. Yeah, someone might pick him up later or an undrafted free agent pick him up as a practice
Excuse me.
squad or something.
Yeah. Um, I was gonna say, you know what? I was looking at the playoffs picture earlier today, and I don't know why it dawned on me. Texas beat two of the teams that are in there.
Yeah,
They beat Oklahoma and they beat Texas A&M. I was
yep.
like, dang! And they played Ohio State, and they played Georgia too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, golly. I was like, now it's Texas had a pretty good schedule. I think they should have been looked more into maybe trying to get into. I'm not sure if they really did. I wasn't paying attention to what or nobody really knows what they were saying behind closed doors at the committee. But
Yeah.
so, that's all we got for sports news. I'm not sure if there's any other
Well, they
sports.
said,
Go ahead.
from what I've heard, they said it was the loss to Florida that hurt him.
I mean that's understandable, but
They said they
who?
weren't going to punish him for the loss to Ohio State, but it was the loss at Florida that's the one that hurt kept him out of the playoffs.
I mean, but you can say that, but you got to, we're going back to the decision here. You got to go back to Miami's losses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They lost to a bad not a bad Louisville, okay Louisville too. They lost to a SMU team that was struggling at the time. They lost A&M. How many close games they had? I know A&M only had one loss, so you can't really fault them. Then you got to look at Alabama, who got destroyed against Georgia, who lost to who did Alabama lose to? And this is the Alabama,
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Yeah, they lost to Oklahoma, who they're going to play again, and they lost
Yeah.
to somebody else too. I'll think about it. I'll remember in a little bit. But we're going to transition to what to watch. Whoop whoop. What to watch. So an NBA.
Tua. think he said that already.
What's that about Tua?
We talked about Tua
Yeah,
being benched.
that was the first thing I talked about was Tua being benched and Ewers going to be
Yeah.
starting. He's going to be the starter. So that's going to be that's what I was saying. Remember, he said they're playing the Bengals, and you're like Bengals.
Yeah.
Bengals suck. Bengals defense sucks. They're just as bad as the Cowboys defense. If not, I don't know who's worse. I think Bengals may be the worst right now, but I mean, it could. I don't know. I have to look at the stats. So NBA, what we got? Who we got in NBA? What to watch? We got the Cavs versus the Bulls today at 7. So they just started about 20 minutes ago. That one it's probably just locally on TV. Hey Scott, do you think that Dallas Stars will go to the Stanley Cup, and do you think Robinson should be the MVP? Jace Robinson. That's a question to you, Scott, from my mom.
Do I think? They're definitely a playoff team.
Yeah, I looked at the record. Colorado Avalanche has a better record than them and have more points. Colorado has 55 points. Stars has 49, so that's second. But Stars are doing pretty damn good, I think, in my books. Now, Jace Robinson, I don't know about MVP. I'm not sure what. I haven't really. I mean, I know I'm taking this away from you, Scott, real quick, but I haven't really kept up with the Stars. I normally keep up with the Stars after football season ends, a little bit more. So, come back in February. We could talk more Stars. But go ahead, Scott. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think they're a playoff team. I don't know about Stanley Cup. I mean, then last year towards the end of the season, they kind of made a run.
Yep.
So I mean, it could happen again this year.
As
far as
go ahead.
MVP, it's likely, but I don't.
He's just got to be consistent because there's times where Jace Robinson would go MIA for a while, a few games.
Yeah.
So if he could be more consistent, I think he may be somewhere down the road, maybe this year, next year, something like that. Could be an MVP player. But as of right now, we just got to see if he can stay consistency and keep playing and not go MIA. Because like I said, and you're like, is Jace hurt? And you look, he's like not hurt. He just goes 5 games without scoring a point or no goals.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But we got the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves. They're on NBA TV. If you got NBA TV, they're at 7 o'clock. So they started about 20 minutes ago. Mavs do not play tonight, but they do play tomorrow. Pistons versus the Mavs, 7:30. That's going to be locally on TV. So if you want to watch that, listen, Scotty, listen. Scotty's listening. Scotty always listens. So, NHL. We got Mammoth versus the Red Wings tonight at 6:30. It was it started about an hour ago. So you can probably see the score right here next. Oh, wrong side. This side. Nope. This side. That way. Boom. There, right. That's the ticker right there. You got the Devils versus. Oh, that's gonna be on TNT 6:30. So if you have cable, you want to watch some hockey, it's on TNT. You got Devils versus Golden Knights 9 o'clock TNT. So if you want again.
Speaking of the Golden Knights.
Yeah. The Golden Las Vegas Knights. Hey, but they got a pretty cool startup. Have you ever seen how they start the game?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They got the ice and they do a bunch of stuff with the lights and everything.
Yeah,
so it's very it's very good. It's pretty cool. Stars play tomorrow against. They don't play tonight. They play tomorrow against the Sharks at 9 o'clock. So it's a late game Thursday on the Victory Plus app. To get the app, is just download the app, enter your email, go to your emails, verify your emails, and boom, you can watch the Stars game. So I'm not getting paid to say that. I'm just telling you how to watch the Stars. So, but if this is your first time watching us, thank you for joining. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on, let you know when we go live, if we post any videos. So please join us, be interactive, ask questions in the chat, or tell us we're wrong. I don't care. Tell us we suck. I still don't care. You ain't hurting my feelings.
Yep.
NFL, what to watch? You got Rams versus Seahawks tomorrow night, 7:15 on Prime. If you have a Prime account, he might be. He might be playing or going to the Olympics to play. Yeah, a lot of top players do go to the Olympics to play because it's going to actually be this February. So So hold on.
I heard that
Go ahead.
the the commissioner of the NHL said that if the ice isn't um in good shape, he's not going to let the NHL players play
Yeah.
in the Olympics.
I like how I did that right then and there. I messed up on the on what to watch thing, and I fixed it right then and there in front of everybody. This is why I changed to what I did, because I used to do it. I do a different way, and if I messed up, I'll be like, "Oh, guys, I messed up. I'll have to fix that later." But now I do it this other way that I can just fix it right there on the spot. So that's why I kind of went this way. But yeah, I did read that he said that. So that's gonna be, where's the Winter Olympics? We need to start talking about that because it's gonna be in February.
Then going to be in Italy, I think.
Italy? Oh, that'd be nice. I bet it'd be nice over there. But yeah, so we need to start getting our notes together for that. Scotty, I'm not sure we could. I mean, we're not gonna go into detail because I mean I don't know much about Winter Olympics besides hockey, but I like
Yeah.
watching it because there's a bunch of different stuff they have, like this
Oh yeah, there's all
this
kinds of.
yeah the ski thing is where they're going back and forth, and man, I just see that I like you get your hips gotta hurt after doing all that. But my favorite one is the long jump where they're coming down real fast and they
Oh yeah, the ski jump.
yeah, that thing is I like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's pretty crazy.
I'll be scared shitless, man. I don't know how they do that. One, you're going down super fast, and I'm scared of that. Two, when they take off, I mean they're like flying, and there's no
Yeah.
parachute to slow you down. If you don't land right, you're fucked up. I ain't never seen nobody fall, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You got it. You got the Victory Plus app, the Victory Channel. Nice. Um, let's see. Oh, what you got the Eagles versus Commanders. The only reason I put this game up there because we want the Eagles to lose. You want the Commanders to actually win, but the Commanders has shut their quarterback down for the rest of the season. You're gonna have
Yeah.
Marietta playing, which is still a pretty
Yep.
solid quarterback. He's not a bad quarterback. Good backup.
Okay.
But that game's at Saturday at 4. What'd you say, Scott?
I say if you beat the Giants.
Did he beat them? That was last week, right? The Commanders won.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's on Fox on Saturday. That's a Saturday game, so that's another thing I'm emphasizing.
Yep.
The NFL's
Saturday
playing
game.
Saturday. Uh,
Yep.
then you got the Chargers versus Cowboys Sunday at 12. That's on Fox. So Cowboys play this Sunday and then turn around and play on Thursday on Christmas Day. So don't forget that Cowboys play Christmas Day at 12 o'clock. Is that correct? My producer's not here right now. So I believe Cowboys play Christmas Day at 12. So keep that in mind. Make sure you ain't got nothing to do Christmas at or whatever. College games. Whoop whoop. And I don't have the whole slate like we did like we did in the past because there's not that many games going on right now. But once college football starts up again next year, huh?
There's some every day.
There is some every day. Started yesterday. There's gonna be games going on every day. Football again every day until the day after New Year's, I believe. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have some games to watch, something to watch every day if you're a football fan out there. Um, here we got the big game is tomorrow night, and I got the games here, but we're not gonna tell you right now who we think are gonna win. I'm just telling you what channel and when they're playing. Right after Scotty's topic, we'll go into who we think is gonna. We'll talk more in detail into the games. But Friday night, which is 2 days from now, Alabama versus Oklahoma, 7 o'clock on ABC. So all these games, oh, not all of them, but that game will be on ABC. So if you ain't got nothing to do Friday night, you got something to do now. I don't know who I'm going to root for in that game, but we'll talk about it in a little bit. Saturday, 11 o'clock, first game, Miami versus Texas A&M. That will also be on ABC. I think that's a good game. Tulane versus Ole Miss, 2:30 TNT. What do you think, Scott?
Oh yeah, I said oh yeah, that would be a good one.
Yep.
Not Tulane, but the other one.
Yeah. Miami versus Texas A&M.
Yeah.
And the last game of the night, Saturday night, will be James Madison's versus Oregon, Saturday, 6:30 on TNT. Now I don't understand why they're going TNT, why they're not ESPN or anything like that.
I don't know. Yeah, some of the bowl games are.
But yeah, it's crazy. But that's what we got to what to watch. Now it's time for Scotty's topic. Scotty, are you ready?
All right, yeah.
All right, we're all ears.
We will be talking about some Sharon Moore
Jerome Moore.
updates.
I'm all ear. I'm ready for
He
this
was
one.
recently fired as the head coach. Then a couple hours later, came out. It wasn't long after. So he texted me around, I think it was around 5, and then like not long after that, I saw that he was arrested.
Yep.
Yeah, but they get charged with a felony third-degree home invasion, stalking, and breaking and entering. They're saying that he broke into the woman's house and threatened to harm himself because she ended their relationship, I guess, and then told um reported to Michigan what was going on. That's why he was fired. He was released on $25,000 bond. He has to wear a GPS monitor, and he's has to go undergo mental health treatment.
Hey.
And he has a court date January 22nd. And a little bit about some of the top candidates that I've been hearing for coaching. Number one is Kenny Dillingham, currently at Arizona State.
Oh, he's a good coach. Yeah, he's a good coach.
Yeah, yeah, I think that would be a pretty solid choice.
Yeah.
Eli Drinkwitz from Missouri, which I don't know if he'd be that good of a fit.
Yeah.
Jeb Fish from Washington. Jed Fish.
I'd like the Arizona State. I feel like.
Yeah, I think he would probably be another name that I've heard several people say, but I don't. Is Kalen DeBoer.
Now he already came out and said that he's not leaving. He already said that he already made a statement saying that he's staying where he's at Alabama. So he's
yeah.
Not, but I feel
Some
like
people are still saying that he's. I don't see why he would leave Alabama.
Yeah, I mean they got you.
Or Michigan.
You have the best.
One of the top coaching jobs.
Yeah, and the facility is awesome. They have like an amazing facility. I
Yeah.
know Michigan's facility cannot top what Alabama has. So yeah, that's. But I mean, if he does take that job, I mean, there's going to be tons of coaches that are going to want to take the Alabama job. But I don't see him leaving Michigan. Yeah. But that Arizona State coach, I like him as a coach. I think he actually would fit the Michigan style.
Yeah, he'd be a good fit. Yeah, he's
Missouri's coach. I think he's too finesse, and that's for some reason does not fit Missouri at all. Missouri's never been a finesse type of team. I'm not gonna say never have, but there has been coaches who've tried, and it just fails. Michigan is a hard nosed, hit you in the mouth kind of team. Offensive linemen, defensive linemen. That's how they roll. Linebackers, you'll get a superstar defensive back every now and then. You'll get a superstar running back all the time out of Michigan. So that's what when I think of Michigan, that's what I think of. So yeah, those are some good candidates. Yep. But my money. I'm gonna throw my money into the Arizona State coach. But there's still a lot of vacancies in coaching. Did you hear about the Ohio coach that just got fired today?
Yeah.
So there's something they haven't let what happened out, but something he did. They said so they fired him. He went 8-3 this year, 4 something like that. He had a good season, but they fired him, and his lawyers are like, I was wrongfully terminated. So whatever's going on there, that's a whole different ball game there too. So
yeah.
That's a good topic, Scotty. I'm glad you brought that up. When you told me yesterday you were going to talk about that, I'm like, oh hell yeah, because that's you. And I hate to say this because I hate for people to fail or stuff like that. But you talk about a fall from grace. I mean, he had a great job head coach at Michigan, but he's been in nothing but trouble, with the
Uh,
sign stealing. Harbaugh let
Old,
them. Yeah, and
Old
then
Dominion just scored
yeah,
again.
I just saw that right now. That's game. It's a blowout. South Florida don't got their quarterback. I don't know if he's hurt or if he's just sitting out.
Oh,
So I know South Florida doesn't have their main quarterback. So Old Dominion is just dominating. The defense, South Florida's defense just looked like they weren't even trying on that play. But
yeah,
um, yeah, I just I mean, if you're there and you already know that eyes are on you because everything is going on, and I think I said this last week, why why even put yourself in a situation where you could get into more trouble? So that's just bad decision making on him all around. And then you could tell after he got fired, he's just not in the right mind.
yeah,
So I just hope he doesn't do. I hate for somebody like him to lose his. Here he lost his job, but go to jail and just lose everything. Maybe he can start back up. That's Division two schools 2-3 years from now, and it's going to take him a couple of years to get
yeah.
so for anybody to give him a chance. So
Yeah, it's a possibility. Yeah,
I mean, it's not like the what he did at the school was against the rules, and that's what he got fired for. So it wasn't like
yeah,
he went out and did like raped anybody or killed anybody or didn't do
yeah,
harm to anybody, but he did break the rules. And then now you got to sit there when you go into interviews and they ask you these questions because they're going to ask you these questions. Now you got to figure a way how you can make you know tell them, and then you got to answer the questions for why'd you break into the girl's house, why'd you do this, do that,
yeah,
So it's gonna be tough for him to start back up, but hopefully somewhere down the road he can get a coaching job again. I'm sure
yeah.
that's all he knows.
Hope he gets the help that he needs.
Oh yeah, the hell, and that's the main thing. You got to get the mental health issue stuff taken care of. So, uh, what we got next? Oh, we're gonna start talking college football. Ooh, ooh. We're gonna go through here. We're gonna talk. We're gonna say that I'll say the game, Scott. You tell me who you think. Let's go Dolphins. Let's go Dolphins. Come on, Gibbs. Don't start your shit. You don't even. The Dolphins lost last week. God, you don't even know. What's up, Gibbs? I'm glad. Thank you for joining the show, sir. I appreciate you being here. College football, Scott. All right, what's what we're gonna do? Look, you gotta look. I'm up now. I'm in the top right corner. If you're looking where I went, um, but we'll just say who we're gonna win, and maybe you could give me why you think they're gonna win, or why you think other team's gonna lose. So we'll start with the first game: Alabama, Oklahoma. They play on tomorrow night. I'm gonna talk tomorrow night, Friday night at 7 o'clock on ABC. Um, I'll go first. And I said this earlier. This is one of the ones that's tough that I don't know who I want to root for because I think I want them both to lose. But I'm gonna go Oklahoma, and the reason being I'm gonna go Oklahoma, and I hate to say that because I can't stand Oklahoma. Um, I just felt like Alabama may not have should have been in the playoffs just because they have 3 losses. So I know they said they weren't going to punish them because they were in the SEC championship game, but at the same time they did not look good at all against Georgia. Georgia dominated them. So I think I rather would have seen Notre Dame in there. Um, but
Yeah.
but we already talked about it. So but we're gonna go Alabama OU. I think I'm gonna go OU. Go ahead, Scotty. What you got?
It's gonna be a tough one.
This was gonna be a tough one.
Because Mateer, ever since his injury, he has definitely hasn't been the same.
Nah, their offense is just struggling.
Um, then again, Alabama pretty much if they can't they their running game is like pretty bad.
Yep.
And if they can't get the running game going,
Yep.
it's gonna be tough for them to win, I think. Um, I
I
think it's gonna come down to turnovers.
yeah. And what's crazy since you said turnovers, I was Oklahoma's defense got to Alabama's off number and all on
Oh
because
yeah,
they keep
that's why
Ty Simpson keeps throwing interceptions.
if they can't get the they can't get the run. If Alabama can get the run game going, and Oklahoma can put pressure on Simpson. I think Oklahoma will win.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree with you on that one. So you're going. Who'd you go?
I guess Oklahoma.
So we're both going Oklahoma against Alabama. Next game it is the Miami, and this is what's crazy. Why they have? Because am I right? Yeah. Why they have the two good games in the morning time, and then the two games that are going to might be blowouts at later on. That's bad. That's bad. What you call it? But whatever. Alabama is going to be a night game. Alabama OU is going to be a night game.
Yeah, Alabama will be a night game.
Yeah, but Miami versus Texas A&M, that's going to be Saturday at 11 o'clock on ABC. Again, these are two teams I don't really care for, so but I take Texas A&M, so I'm gonna go Miami. I hope Miami's defense shows up, and hopefully, Texas A&M defense does not get pressure on Beck, because he gets pressure, he gets flustered, he'll start throwing picks. So I'm going Miami. Scotty?
Yeah. Miami's defense is pretty good. They're sixth in scoring defense.
I
They
was
do
wrong
like
about
the
them all the whole
pressure.
year.
They do like to bring lots of pressure.
Yeah. So
This one I'm gonna go with.
this
I
one's
don't know.
tough.
I might have to go. I don't want to, but I might have to go A&M.
Oh, Scotty. Come on, Scott. Come on. All right, Scotty
They
went
got-
A&M, and
they
I'm
got the
going
number
Miami.
I think they got the number one red zone offense.
A&M does?
A&M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they, like I said, if A&M could get their D line going, then and they get pressure on Beck, and we all see what happened. We've all seen what happened with Beck when he gets pressure. He just gets all kinds of flustered, and he'll start just chunking the ball down the field, and throwing interceptions. So, but I would like to see Ohio State
Yeah,
Texas
but
Texas
A&M,
A&M game, huh?
A&M defense doesn't get a whole lot of They haven't gotten a whole lot of
Yeah,
turnovers.
and the game too, Miami's got a good run game. So if they're gonna if they could, and A&M's run defense is terrible. We've seen that against Texas.
Yeah.
Archie ran all over him. But I wouldn't mind seeing a Texas A&M Ohio State game. I mean, what time you gonna say that? A&M versus Ohio State. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a good. I think that'd be a good matchup. The next game we're going Tulane versus Ole Miss. They already played each other once.
Yeah.
Ole Miss won by like 25 or something like that. Maybe more than that. But Ole Miss lost their coach. Head coach is gone. Tulane lost their coach. Head coach is gone. So
Well, he's still, I think.
Is he still going to coach?
I thought so.
Okay. Well, that's cool that they're going to let him coach. I think you did say that. You think you're right. So
I know he coached for the North Texas game. I think he's going to stay through the playoffs.
Yeah. So I think this is not going to be a close game. Even though the head coach is not there, I think Ole Miss is still a really good team. Quarterback is really, really good. I like the quarterback. So I'm gonna go Ole Miss over Tulane. I just don't think Tulane has the firepower.
I'm gonna go Ole Miss too, but I think it'll be closer than last time.
I sure hope so. I hope you're right, Scotty. And
It's
normally you're right.
Coach isn't there, and
yeah, it makes some people don't realize the head coaches make a big difference. They make a lot of decisions and stuff like that. So, all right, moving right along to the last game of the night, Saturday night, James Madison versus Oregon. I just think James Madison does not have the speed to keep up with Oregon. I mean, I'll root for James Madison. I'm like, come on, James Madison, woo woo. But it's gonna be like, damn, Oregon just scored. That was fast. They look fast. They make slow people. Make fast people look not so fast. So I don't know if Oregon's going to be uh, a dominant team, but think of this, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. The matchup the week after that, a Texas Tech versus Oregon. Oh, I think that might be the game of the week for me.
Oh yeah, that would be.
Because you got Texas Tech, who's they're all prideful about their D line and how strong it is and stuff like that, and how good they are. But Scott said before that their Texas Tech offense is not that great. You're going for Texas too. Texas who? Texas A&M. Texas ain't playing. Texas Tech. We can go. We don't root for Texas Tech around here, around here. But yeah, I just don't think James Madison has the speed to keep up with Oregon. So,
yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's another one's probably going to be a higher scoring.
yeah, I think Oregon's favored by 21 in this game.
Yeah.
So they're saying it's not going to be close, but let's hope James Madison make it close. I mean, they're going to be amped up. So
Yeah, I would love to see an upset.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing.
Yeah.
So if there was an upset, since you said that, what upset would you think? Tulane or James Madison? Who has a better chance of upsetting if there was going to be an upset?
Probably Tulane. I don't know. James Madison really hasn't played anybody.
Oh yeah, they really haven't. But
I mean, Tulane has a little bit tougher schedule.
Yeah. But again, I don't know. I think it'd be. I would just hate. Well, Lane Kiffin's not there no more and that's what sucks because I want to see an Ole Miss team with everybody there. That's what sucks. Like Nick Saban said, it's just you don't let these coaches coach what started what they finish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sucks that Ole Miss cannot finish or Lane Kiffin cannot finish what he started. And if Lane Kiffin was there, I think I would so root for Ole Miss because Lane Kiffin's all right to me, but he's not there. So now I'm just like, I don't really care too much about Ole Miss. So yeah, I think I'll take that Tulane over Ole Miss big upset as well.
Yeah, I think that's more likely.
Yeah. All right, it's time for the question of the day. Question of the day is: what is your favorite Christmas song? I know I did this last year, but we have some new viewers. You never know. Y'all let me know what your favorite Christmas song is as we move on to important dates. Think about it, Scott. Think about it.
Okay.
Important dates. I mean, if you do have a Christmas song, maybe you're not a Christmas fan. I don't know. Or if you're not a Christmas fan, just tell me what your favorite Christmas song is. Important dates. Super Bowl is February 8th for the NFL dates. Pro Bowl is February 3rd through the 7th. They got a bunch of things they do during the Super Bowl, Pro Bowl week. So you ain't got nothing to do that week. You got something to do. NBA dates. NBA All-Star Weekend starts February 13th through the 15th. College date. We already had the selection Sunday. It was December 7th. College football playoff starts December 19th, which is Friday. So if you ain't got nothing to do Friday night, you got something to do now. I remember this time last year, I'm like, playoff football's going to start. But then I was like, but I'm about to go out of town. We're about to go to Disneyland. So, not this year.
Yeah.
This year, I'll be sitting at home watching the games just like y'all. So that's it for the important dates. Scotty, question of the day: what is your favorite Christmas song?
I think would be the Christmas song.
The Christmas song from this Christmas or
no, chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Oh yeah. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your toes. I was the nose, right? Your nose.
Yeah.
I said toes. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. That one to me is like you have to have that fire crackling. That was nice.
Yeah.
I like that one. I got a couple of. I've got My favorite, dog. My favorite is Silent Night by the Temptations. I have to hear
Yeah.
that one. But I can't. You can't go wrong with Let It Snow, and of course the old ones. A Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley. They have another one, a Blue Christmas with Kane Brown. It doesn't hit the
Oh yeah.
same. Yeah, it doesn't hit the
No.
same. Elvis Presley, I mean, that he knocked it out of the ballpark. So, um,
Yep.
yeah, there's a lot of good Christmas songs. I don't know. My mom said AM, but I don't know what AM means. Um, but yeah, I mean, all the classics. I mean, it is crazy how the classics been going on from like the '40s, and they still are hits there in Christmas now.
Yep.
It's just crazy. Like that movie, like the movie White Christmas. I think I talked about this on last week. Very at the very beginning, he starts singing the White Christmas, the song, and it's like, and he when he sings it, it kind of, I don't know. You ever watch the movie White Christmas, the old one, the black and white one?
It's in color, I think.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's kind of it is in color, but you know the old
Or did
color.
well, yeah.
You know, back at
Yeah, I just
when
watched
it's in the
it,
40s,
watched it I
right?
watched it again last week.
Yeah, it was on last week. Yeah, I was watching it.
But it was on it's on Amazon too.
Oh, is it? But
On
yeah, it was on, and he sings White Christmas at the very beginning of the movie, and it's like you. I don't know if it was just me or if it's everybody who watches it too. You're just kind of in awe by the sound of his voice singing that song. You're just like mesmerized. Just like that's how I was. I was just like, but it's like every year when he sings it, because I watched the movie like for like the last 10, 15 years, and it's like I'm still every time he starts singing, I'm just there at the TV just staring at him like, man, this guy can
Yeah.
sing. My mom said
Yeah.
the little drummer boy. Yeah, that's a good one. Back quick story about the little drummer boy. I was in a musical back when I was in elementary. I was a nutcracker. Oh, you can't see my arms, but I was dun 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 dun. Dun. Yep, I was the best damn nutcracker out there. I'll tell you that much. um, but yep, that's all we got. Um, for the rest of this year, actually, ladies and gentlemen. Um, time for the last word. Scotty, you got anything before the last word?
Yeah, that's all I have.
All right, time for the last word. We have 56 subs. We kind of stumbled here this year on the subs, and that's all on me because I've taken a lot of time off. I've been, under the weather or just really tired from work and stuff like that. They kill us at work sometimes, right, Scott?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this like I say, this is the last show of the year. We will be still putting like quick shorts out, like 3-minute videos out real quick. Some important news, breaking news. I have to do a better job of doing that because there's times my wife's like, "You need to say something on your show." I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And the next thing I'm like, "Let me sleep." And I told Scott I have these. They're around here somewhere. I have these little mics that and I can use my phone on my camera, and we can do shorts at work real quick when we're on break or something like that. And I just keep forgetting to bring them. Um, but yeah, so I have to do a better job because and that's what I'm gonna work on this year coming up. So, but yeah, we're you may see a video or two of ours coming up. Maybe talking about an upcoming game or something that's breaking news. But
Yeah.
if it is, we'll let you know. We'll keep us posted, and you can always comment on any of these videos. That maybe the last video, I see all the comments after the video ends. So if you comment on the chat after the show ends, I still see the chat. Yeah, bells from the bell ringing by the Eagles. Yes, I like Wham song too. Last Christmas. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Hey, but there's one Jimmy Fallon and Jonas brothers have. It's called Holiday.
Yeah.
Holidays, time to celebrate. I like that song. It just came out last year. So y'all look up if y'all want some Christmas songs. So listen up. Jimmy Fallon. He made a record last year, and it's actually pretty good. Texas A&M. Oh, you're going for Texas. That's what you're talking about. You're gonna go for Texas A&M. Boo you and Scott. Both of y'all. Boo y'all. Don't go for Texas A&M. You're a Texas fan, Mom? You ask another Texas fan if they want you to go for Texas A&M. But yep, that's all we got for the year. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I say Merry Christmas. I don't really say Happy Holidays. I don't know why I said that, but I don't want to offend anybody. But Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's to everyone out there. I appreciate y'all joining us this year. Next year in 2026, we're gonna come back with a better attitude. Ain't that right, Scott?
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate y'all being here. You have a great night. Don't forget safety first, then teamwork, and don't drink and drive. Buckle up your seatbelts because your life matters. All right, thank you, Scott. Have a good evening.
All right. You too.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.